Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. This is my friend Nagol's place. He recently bought it. I'm helping him set up some solar in there. Let's go inside and take a look. Alright friends, here we are. This is what I've been building for my friend Nagol. Over here, we've got the heart of the system. 2 Voltium 200 amp hour 12 volt batteries. They are of the Aventura series. They are lithium iron phosphate. They have built-in BMSs, so no worries about doing BMS work on this build. This should be a pretty straightforward one. Let's take a look at what we have done so far. Here is the heart of the system. The rest of the circuitry is all here. A viewer recently noted that I was wearing my watch while working on my battery pack. My bad. So he pointed that out. Thanks for pointing it out. I went ahead and removed the watch to show you what I've been working on. So over here we have 2 terminal blocks. These I've never worked with before. Nagol handed them over to me and said, here you go. And it took me all of about 5 minutes to figure out, maybe less, how I was going to use them. The biggest challenge was figuring out how to get this terminal block connected, and we did that by running a screw from behind and then fastening it to the actual terminal block. Over here we have the negative terminal block, so we've got our positive, negatives. These 2 batteries are going to be connected in parallel to this positive and that negative battery block. So a quick overview of the system, and in the next video we'll go ahead and show us connecting all of that together. So quick overview, what we've got here is right behind here, I've got a label. We've got 2 60 amp fuses. Each 60 amp fuse is to protect the charge controller. So we have 4 panels, 360 watts each. 2 panels are going to be in series together and then joined, in parallel, and then they are going to be connected to charge controller 1 through these 20 amp fuses. The 60 amp fuses that we have here are to protect the amount of charge being delivered by the charge controller to the batteries. So that's what these 60 amp fuses are for. Here you can see that I've labeled my charge controller 1 battery connection, charge controller 2 positive battery connection. You can see here my positives run to the battery side for both CC1 and CC2. You can follow that red line over here. It's going all the way to the battery positive end on charge controller 2. On the negative end, the batteries are connected via the charge controller. The charge controllers are connected to the batteries via these negative wires, which go all the way up to the negative terminal block that you see here. What you do not yet see connected are the solar panels, which are going to come in on the positive side here, and that's why we have switches for CC1 and CC2 solar. And last but not least, we're also going to have a negative connection for the solar on both charge controllers. Sharing the current being delivered by these 2 12-volt batteries in parallel, we have up here an ABSO 2000 watt inverter charger. Its job is going to be to take this nice DC 12 volt stuff and invert it into some 110, 115 AC so that we can run lighting, which currently is being provided by my battery powered light and by the generator outside. So eventually we want to be generator free. Now, to protect the circuitry, we have a 300 amp fuse here on the inverter charger. It's some really massively thick cables. These are affixed. The entire thing is on one board, so it came up here in one shot. I even left some instructions here on how to turn the system on. There's a sequence: turn 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 on, and then to turn the entire thing off, you reverse the sequence. You turn off 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very straightforward. And the last component I haven't talked about yet is a basic 12 volt block. This is a Blue Sea Systems unit where you've got fuses, and you can quickly and easily connect 6 different circuits to the fuse block, and so you don't have a very messy main terminal block connection. So that's the overview of Nagol's system. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and wire batteries to this thing. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks very much. Well, friends, that's what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to get notifications when I do drop more videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And last but not least, if you really enjoyed this and think you know somebody else who might enjoy it, feel free to share it anywhere you want. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Take good care of yourselves. I'm the Frugal Gunny, and I've got zero tolerance for evil.